26. Oh my shit. 28. Dude, I am going like more than 30. So let's do a quick unboxing of the CyCrown CycVerve. Honestly, this is the easiest way to get the bike out of the box. So much easier. I really like how the battery is part of the frame, you know? It's gonna look clean. There's also a locking mechanism to lock and unlock the battery. There's our charger over here. It's a 750 watt motor. It peaks at 1000 watts. So we're gonna test that out. Let's see the charger. All right, so we have a tool here. User manual. Nice toolkit. We have the pedals. And then we have the charger. Looks like a simple charger. Unlock, yeah. Okay. 748 watt hours. 15.6 amp hours. So it's not that very big. This will probably give me, depending on how I use it, about 25 miles per charge. All right, so here is the battery and let's put it in. I'm not a big fan of this, to be honest. Okay, so that thing sort of like holds it down and then we lock it, right? I'm gonna take the key off because I don't want it to fall off. Let's take it for a spin, shall we? The display, it's color display. It shows you the battery power, how much energy you have. I haven't even played that much with the display. 2 miles, so max speed so far I have done 27.7 miles. 13.9 mile per hour. Yeah, there's I haven't played too much with the display. There's a horn over here. That's pretty nice. Did I mention hydraulic brake system? Yes, I think I did. The throttle is located over here on the left hand side. Yeah, so far so good. Let's take it for a spin. One thing I did notice is that when you start pedaling, it's kind of hard, and then the sensor kicks in and then boom, you start taking off. Look at that. Holy mackerel. Whoa, let's go top speed. Let's see how it does. 23, 26. Oh my shit. 28. Dude, I am going like more than 30. It says 27 miles per hour. It definitely feels faster. Yeah, something, I don't think this is reading right. I definitely feels faster than 27 miles per hour. This is at least 30 miles per hour. Okay, so that is with power assistant level 5. The power assistant works gradually, it works very well. As you noticed, when I started the bike, it doesn't like kick in. Like I've seen some other bikes, as soon as you start pedaling, boom, the cadence sensor kicks in. This is not like that. I like that because that could be very dangerous for some people. You lose control right away. Well, that's not the case with this bike. It is very, very gradual. So let's see the speed. If I use level 0, which is no passenger assistance, I won't have to lower the gear 2. Yeah, so you can use this bike as a regular bike. If you don't want the motor, that's totally fine. You know, work it out. Oh man, I can feel that burn in my legs. So top speed, maybe I'm just going like 8 miles per hour. That's just me. Power assistant level 1, and you can feel that change very, very slowly, very gradual, which is really nice. 10 miles per hour, level 2. Oh, here, I can feel that. Whoa! Oh, it feels good though. I'm telling you, this motor, 750 watts, but it peaks at 1,000. So that's really nice. I'm gonna test the hill climbing test. I'm pretty sure it's gonna do no problem with that. So that's level 2. It goes up to 15 miles per hour. Level 2. Wow. Let's do level 3. See how it goes. Oh wow. 18, 19 miles per hour. Let's do level 4. I gotta change gears too. I gotta keep up. Oh my God. It's already 25, 26. So it jumps to like 26 and then it goes down to 23, which doesn't make any sense. I feel like it goes like 26. If I go level 5, well, then I'm gonna go to like, I'm pretty sure I'm able to hit like 30 miles per hour, dude. I can feel that power. Look at that, 29. Yeah, 30 miles per hour for sure. Oh my God. This bike is hell of a powerful, dude. Oh my God. One thing I did notice is that if I use passenger assistance, it also affects the throttle. Let me just prove that if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. So it's passenger assistant level 1. It does affect the throttle. Look at that. Level 1, it only goes up to 9 miles per hour. The throttle only, right? Level 2, it goes faster. Yep, it's just like pedal. Throttle, pedal assistant is going to affect the throttle. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. It all depends on what you like. I'm so used to the throttle working independently from the passenger assistant, but this is something new to me, and I don't know. I'll let you guys know if I like it or not, because I feel like throttle should be independent. But that is just my opinion. But at the same time, you know, sometimes you want to use the throttle and then like you don't want to go that fast. So that is kind of cool. I'm not sure if that is something that I can turn off or is something permanent. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. My God, look at that view. This is such a nice day. Loving it. If you know this area, let me know in the comments. This is the 54 freeway over here, the 5 freeway over here, going south. This is in Chula Vista, part of San Diego. Beautiful area to come and enjoy the bikes. Such a beautiful area. Hill that I'm gonna go up, it is very steep hill. My God, it is very tough hill. I gotta be honest with you, but I have tested many bikes and most of them, they have done very well. So I am confident that this bike is gonna do so good. I am very confident. A little bit of power before we go there. Let's just use the pedal. gear number 4, pedal assist level 4, and I'm not even trying hard, dude. I'm not even trying hard. I swear to God, I'm going 8.4 miles per hour. Easy. I knew it. This bike has a ton of power. I knew it was going to be easy. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm loving it. I am loving this bike. Finally, we're gonna do the brake test. I'm gonna go downhill, but pretty fast. Pretty fast. We're gonna catch up a lot of momentum. Look at that, 24, 20. Dude, I'm going like 30 miles per hour. I swear to God. Let's brake. Oh, very strong. You do need to make sure that you have enough space to make that proper stop, because this is a heavy bike. Well, you know, it affects more me because I am heavyweight. I am back home after this long ride. It wasn't even that long. I rode for almost 13 miles, which is not bad. And look at that, the battery is 3 quarts. Actually, when you start using it, it will drop down to like 2 lines, which I think is kind of like all right, because it's about yeah, half the battery. I used half the battery and it was fully charged. So far I am loving this bike. It feels really comfortable, really awesome to ride, very powerful. Love the power of this motor. Whew. Love it. Very torquey, excellent for hill climbing. It's just, I am so impressed with this bike. And for, like I mentioned earlier, for like $1,000 you get this package. This is no brainer. Highly recommended. However, there's a few things that I would change. Actually, like maybe like 3 things that I would change. First of all, the battery. Even though it's a nice battery, very powerful, but it's only 15 point I think it's like 15.7 watt hours, which I think is very low for this kind of bike. You know, on the website it says that it's going to give you around 60 miles per charge, which that's based on the best conditions, you know, like if you're riding on a flat surface, if you're riding, if you weight, like you're super lightweight, and if you're using pedal assistant level 1, which you're going very slow. That is not the way we ride. That is at least not me. You know, first of all, I am not lightweight. I'm 250 pounds. So obviously that, in combination of there's a lot of hills where I live, that's going to change. And also I love using the power. I love going top speed, which this bike, I'm pretty sure this is a top speed like 30 miles per hour, because this speedometer, I don't think is right. I'm probably going to do another test with my phone to see the correct speed, because this was going crazy when I was going top speed. But I'm pretty sure I was going at least 29, 30 miles per hour, which is freaking awesome. So that is going to change the performance from the battery, and it's going to drop down from 60. Every time I see something like that, like 60, I always go for half. This is going to give you 25, 30 miles range per charge. That's, you know, that's using it as me going up hills using full speed, full power. So I will, you know, I would like something like a bigger battery, maybe like a 20 amp hour. I always look for something like that, like 20 amp hour battery. That way I can get like 45 miles real usage, real world range. That's what I'm talking about. Another thing that I will change on this bike, let me just pull it a little bit, is just I will add like a real brake light. This is just a tail light, which you have to turn it on here and then turn it off. Now the problem with this is that I know I'm going to forget to turn it off one of these days, and it's going to run out of battery. Now I don't know if I can replace the battery, which probably I can, but it will be much easier, much better for me if it's just connected to the system and automatically turns on, or I can turn on when I turn on the headlight, you know. But I also like to use it as a brake light. Every time I press the brakes, some like the light will flash, something like that. That is something that I would like to add as well. And there was one more thing. Oh yeah, the grips. So these grips, they're nice. They're very grippy. You feel like you're holding the bike securely, that's for sure. But they're not very comfortable. If you're riding for a long time, you know, and if you're holding yourself to those grips, you're gonna start feeling those grips in your hands. So I will change it for something like more like a leather, something a little bit softer to be more comfortable, especially when you're going for those long rides. Like these are great if you're going off road, you know, you're gonna need something like this. This is great for that. But if you're gonna use it like me on the streets, you're gonna enjoy the ride, I will change the grips. Now obviously those are like the little changes that I would like to make on this bike. But other than that, my God, I love it. For the price, $1,000. Now obviously if you get the fenders and the rear rack, it's gonna be 1,100, which I totally recommend. I mean, it looks nice. It looks really nice, except for the front fender. I'm not a big fan of it. But other than that, I understand that if they make those changes, the price is probably going to go up a little bit more. So maybe they can have it as a extra, something like a accessory. You know, maybe they do sell the grips. I haven't even noticed that. I know they sell the rear view mirrors, which is something that we'll probably add to. But yeah, guys, highly recommend this bike. I am loving it. And look at that, I have more bikes over here. I have the Magic Cycle, which I'm also a big fan of the Magic Cycle, but I haven't seen the price yet. And I think the Magic Cycle is a little bit more expensive, but so far, this CyCrown, it's beautiful and the price is affordable. Love the brake system too. Love the looks. And there you go. So that is my experience so far. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Go check out their website. It's going to be a link down below too. Guys, summer's here. Well, it's almost here, but it's so nice. I had such a great time. Love it. I'm going to put it back here in my little tent. And that's it. Leave a like. Subscribe to the channel. Oh my God. Oh, my feet. I'm Joester. And let's do this.